What is SME? For manufacturing sector, it must be less than 50 million ringgit turnover and not exceed 200 workers. For services and other sectors, it shall below 20 million ringgit turnover and not exceed 75 workers. Types of SME. First, micro business. Second, small business. And the third one is medium business. Next, financing sources for SME. The first one is financial institutions. For your information, financial institutions accounting around 97% loans to SME, and it is actually under the plan implemented by Bank Negara Malaysia, BNM. Secondly, SME can get its financing from owner, family and friends. It is the most beneficial source of finance. But only a limited amount of money can be raised.
Next is law governing SMEs in Malaysia.
Lepas tu bila orang tahu potensi ternakan saya, kita dapat special invitation masuk MAHA 2016.
The company's background of Pembakar Tulen Sdn Bhd. An interview was done with the owner of Pembakar Tulen Sdn Bhd. The owner of the company is Muhammad Iqbal bin Abdul Malik. He was born on 11 August 1987 and currently 34 years old. He lives in Kampung Baru Lanjut, Salak Tinggi Sepang, Selangor. The history of establishment Pembakar Tulen Sdn Bhd. The business started as an enterprise in 2015, then changed to Sdn Bhd in 2020. The business started in the livestock industry, where they breed goats for akikah, korban, and golek. The business would go according to season. One of the season mentioned is the celebration of Eid al-Adha, where the demand for goats is at the peak. The goats are sold at the price 4,000 to 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. At first, he started the business with self his earning little by little. Slowly but surely, he was able to open his business, where he started out by buying one goat at a time. When he managed to sell one, he would buy another two from the earning he got. The earning that he obtained, he would buy an asset. For example, in February 2016, a year after he started, he managed to build a barn where the breed goats are kept. Recently, the business has expanded its variation of products. The business used to breed only goats, but now they also breed other animals such as cows and chicken. The current breed of goats are sheep and pygmy goats. The cows breed are as Caroline cattle. They also have exotic chicken. Besides that, the business sells fresh or frozen meat and ready roasted goat.
They only have 3 employees, which it's including the owner.
Next is the goal for Pembakar Tulen Sdn Bhd.
Their goal is to launch an educational farm for everyone. They want to be a benchmark for agriculture research. Next is annual turnover. They have achieved around 500,000 ringgit in 2020. This is due to high demand during festive season, especially during Eid al-Adha. Next is target market. They target the people who are interested in farming or agriculture. So far, their customers are varied from student to well-off people. Next, the operating time. They have flexible working time. The owner even worked at night to tether livestock for tomorrow's customers. Next, nature of industry. Livestock industry. Sole proprietorship. Supply for akikah. They are also a sheep breeder. They invest in sheep breeding of Santa Ines. Next marketing technique. Promote from mouth to mouth. They also join Malaysian agriculture, horticulture and agrotourism, MAHA. Next, challenges for them during COVID-19. First is constrained movement. Under MCO restrictions, it is not permitted movement out of the country. Some of his goats were exported to the Thailand for breeding. Unfortunately, due to the restrictions, it cannot be returned to Malaysia. The owner found that it is difficult to get a legal permit. And there's such a lengthy procedure to re-import his goats. The second challenge during COVID is a decline in purchasing power. The demand for the livestock is dropping. This is due to the current economic situation. The vulnerable households abstain from luxury foods for a moment. The third challenge during COVID is a struggle in covering expenditures. Continuous operational expenses must be met by the business at a moderate level of livestock production. As a result, to roll up capital for business continuity. Precautions have been taken by them. Next, the competitive advantages. So far, they are very concerned with the quality of services and the application of innovations in the business. One of their services, which is breeding. Actually, it can be said that it is quite rare in Malaysia. Mr. Iqbal, who is the owner of the business, said during our interview that breeding takes a great deal of time and work. But he never gave up about it, and finally breeding results in long-term profit for the business. For him, this is actually what distinguishes their services from the competitors. Next, financing sources applicable. Mr. Iqbal have made 90,000 ringgit loan with Agrobank with 2.5% interest. Mr. Iqbal will sell some of his livestock if the business is facing financial problems. Last but not least, these are our references for our studies. Some of images and videos included are for illustration purposes only. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamualaikum everyone. Bye guys.